Hey my friends, welcome back to Falcons RC, and we're going to keep working on the F-3. As you notice, I already installed all the electronics on place, and let me basically talk a little bit about them. As for a motor, I'm going to be using the XRC Optimus series. This motor was designed for a EDF, 70mm EDF. So I have to do a little modification in it, which was just take the E-lock from the front of the motor right here and push the shaft all the way, so it will stick out on the back, and then just tie the screw over here, the one that's actually holding the shaft in place secure. There's a screw right here that you have to screw on with the Allen key. So this motor can take up to 4 cells. I'm actually flying on 3 cells. So the speed control is this one right here, that one, with a UBC installed in it. The reason why I'm using the one on the speed control is because I'm only using 2 servos, so there is no need for an external UBC. And the servos are gonna be these guys right here, EXI, I think that's a S1123. So all these are parts from Hobby Parts, guys. And oh, the battery, wherever I put the battery, oh, here we go. The battery is gonna be this 3 cell too. Again, you can use a 4 cell in it and will make it a lot more faster, but 3 cell is just perfect for this plane. I'm using this one. I will put a link to all the parts on the description of the video. And I'm using a 6x4 prop. I was going to use a 6x5, but I didn't have one at the moment to test it, so I just stick with the 6x4. Like I said, on 3 cells, I believe it's putting about 480 watts, I think. I don't really remember. On a 3 cells, and on a 4 cell is pulling a little bit over the recommended limit for the motor. But there is guys that have actually used this motor on 5 cells. So a 4 cell, it will be nothing to it really. So anyway, guys, let me go ahead and just put all the parts together so I can show you what it looks like. Oh, a little tip over here. On the inside of the plane, as you notice, I actually put another piece of foam on the top of these guys that we put on the corners, to send the corners around. I put a piece of foam in here, and that way we're gonna have a nice and stronger surface to put our battery into it, So okay, my friends, let me put this thing together so you can see what it looks like. Alrighty, guys, so I have put the plane together, and it is right beside the silver one. It was a very, very easy build, guys. Very, very simple to build. This is for beginners to build, for experience to fly. You don't require any type of skills to put this plane together, but you will require skills to fly it. Let me show you right here. Oh, who remember the CG? Where I showed you that the CG was on the other one. Just by holding on the wing tips, right? The battery is in place right now. It's actually a little bit too far for. I haven't put the Velcro on it yet. Put your fingers on the wing tips here, and you see a slightly nose heavy. Not too much, not too little. This one is actually a little bit too much because the battery is too far for. But that's it, my friends. And actually, I'm a little bit worried because my wing braces or wing spars didn't work quite as good as I wanted them to work on this one. Let's see right here. You see, I'm having some flex over here, and that flexibility right there is not going to be good at high speed. So I'm probably not going to hit full power on mending fly. I'm just going to fly it around, because actually, guys, these airplanes came up 8 ounces lighter than the silver one. This one is 28 ounces. Yeah, this one, the silver one is 28 and this one is 20 only. So a big difference on weight, and that is due because the silver one, is covered with aluminum tape, and the fuselage is actually covered with epoxy. You can see the epoxy that you send it over. The whole nose is covered with epoxy glue. Oh yeah, the intake right here, remember to do that too on this one. Remember to cut your intake right there to cool your batteries. The vertical stabilizers are not glue on place yet. This is because I think I'm gonna put some blue lines on it, so I just slide them in there. And let me show you this. Look how the vertical stabilizers are holding my servos. So that is very nice right there. And that way I'm sure the servos are not going to be coming off during fly. I actually just slide these like sideways and then just push it over into the servo. Cut the notch, you know, before you put it in place. Very nice, guys. It turned out very nice. I'm really excited to see how it's gonna fly, which it should do very good, you know. And control surface movement. This is very important because this aircraft is fast, you know, and you don't want too much control on it. You see, I have a dot right there on the bottom. This is neutral, and another one over here on top. That is actually only ½ inch of travel. It's ½ inch up and ½ inch down. That's all you need on the roll and elevator. More than that, and you're gonna be all over the skies. So, okay, my friends, thank you for watching. Pretty soon we're going to get the maiden fly on this airplane. So, see you next fly.